Hello, this is my costume Bamboo. She's a Dutch Angel Dragon, and she's kind of like my company's mascot. I own SpiritPanda costumes, so I made her myself. And a couple of you guys wanted to see a suit up video, so I decided to do that for you. And I'm going to have all the pieces and be exactly how I would wear the suit if I was at a convention or an event or anything like that. So first off, this is Bamboo's new head. I just completed it less than a month ago, probably. Has a new shape, bigger, brighter eyes, and she actually has like a detailed mouth. I think it turned out really cute. One of my favorite features is she has LED eyes, and they're just white. They just make the eyes look brighter, which is kind of cool. There's two battery packs back here. One's for a fan and one's for the eyes. There we go. So when I'm walking around a convention, they just make her eyes kind of pop a little bit more, give them a little bit more life. And we took the costume to a rave briefly at Motor City FurCon, and I couldn't see. I can see great when it's bright outside, like when there's normal lights or we're in a building and the lighting's pretty normal, but as soon as I walk into the dark where it's kind of darker or it's pitch black like a dance, I can't see it all. So we didn't stay very long, and we were kind of getting hot too as dances get really warm. But so this is her brand new head. I really like it. She's going to be at a lot of charity events this year with the group that I volunteer for, and she'll be at a few conventions. So there's that. Let's see. She also has this type of feet. So the bottoms, like the heel and the ankle part of the digigrade padding for her bodysuit is built directly into the feet. And I make all my bodysuits that way, so if you've ever wanted to get a bodysuit for me, that's why I require feet to be made with it, because there's going to be no padding in your ankles. Because I like how that gives my suits a smooth transition throughout the whole leg, so there's no, what I would call like broken ankle syndrome that I've been dealing with my first few suits. This solved it for me, so that's why I make all of my suits this way. So none of my feet have been attached yet. I am making one costume now that's going to have attached feet, but any costume that you have seen made by me, they're all detached, so they all look like this. Bamboo's feet are also, she has magnetic soles on the bottom, so I can wear either fabric or rubber bottoms depending on if I'm going to be outside or inside. So I took all the pieces apart so you guys can see how I put her together. So we're going to use indoor bottoms because we're indoors and they're cute. Just pop in. I have to make sure that the fur doesn't get pinched under the bottom. Doesn't hinder anything, but it looks funny when the fur is pinched under there. Coax those magnets in there a little bit. There we go. Pull the fur out. Okay, there we go. Alright, so that's one foot. Magnetic feet bottoms aren't a standard on my feet, but they are definitely an option if you ever commission a suit from me. I like to offer the option to all of my projects because it's a really nice feature to have. You don't have to have two separate pairs of feet, and if you decide to get a bodysuit with attached feet, then it's even better because you can just swap the bottoms out. All right, so that's both of her feet already. Let's see. And then here's her bodysuit. I made this about 1.5 years ago, so it's kind of old as far as how I do things now. But I have been upgrading pieces of it so that it kind of stays up to date until I'm able to completely redo it. So she has magnetic wings. They attach with these little plugs or snaps. The wings have these little things in there. And just pop right on. There you go. One wing. So usually when I take her to a convention, I take all the parts off and pack them all separately, just to keep things less chance of damaging stuff. It's kind of why it's nice to have them all detached. But the main reason why I did it is so I can use the same parts for when I want to wear the costume as a partial. I did remake her arm sleeves this year, so she's big fluffy elbows. And she also has a magnetic tail. Let's see. I didn't make a new tail for her this year, but I did remake her feathers and made the spikes bigger, so it kind of looks a little nicer. But the tail just has bigger plugs like the wings, and just plugs right in. Usually do the bottom one first, and then there you go. And that's it. It actually pops off decently easy. It's not super hard to do, but it pops off just easy enough where if someone were to step on it at a convention, it'll just pop off. Instead of ripping anything or pulling anything out or harming any of the feathers, the tail will just fall off. Which happened at MCFC quite a few times, and I think surprised a lot of people, but it's fine. I mean, it pops off like that on purpose, and it just plugs right back in. So if you ever see Bamboo at a convention and you accidentally step on her tail, don't freak out. But please don't pull her tail off on purpose, because I don't want to have to chase people down to get it. So there's also a spot for a belt in the back of her suit, just to kind of help distribute the weight of her tail around my body, keeps things in place. So I use a nylon belt that has zero stretch to it, and it's my favorite belt that I've ever used so far because it really helps keep the suit from sagging, so I can get it really nice and tight around my body, and it's really good for tails that stand upright or really heavy tails. So Mano Kit tails, you'll want a belt that has no stretch to it, or something like a kidney belt. Those are also really nice for big heavy tails. So that's it for there. Bodysuit's already. The last part, her hands. There's just little tiny pillows in the fingers, get them stuffed, and there's really nothing else to them. Okay, so start putting in the costume on here. So here I'm wearing like a Lycra bodysuit. It helps keep sweat trapped in the clothing and not in the fursuit as much, and also kind of helps keep you cool. It helps sweat evaporate, which is kind of nice. So if you get a fursuit, I highly recommend getting any kind of clothing that's either made out of spandex or Lycra. Some people use dive skin bodysuits, and those are also just fine, but if you use a dive skin, you really want to make sure that it's for cold water. Or, I'm sorry, you want to make sure it's for warm water, not cold water. Don't get the cold water ones. The cold water ones will keep heat trapped into your body, and the hot water ones, or warm water ones, will keep, try to keep you cooler. So those are definitely the types of things you want to get. As fursuits get really hot. You're practically wearing a piece of furniture. So Bamboo's padding is all polyfill pillows. Her very first bodysuit was hollow foam, but I switched to pillows so it was a little bit easier for me to move around in. It was a little bit lighter, and so I just kind of preferred it. She's a fairly easy suit to put on. Don't usually tighten the tail up all the way, so I get the torso on. Make sure all the padding's pulled up. can also fit one of those easy cool down vests under the suit, which is really nice in the summer. Even though the suit's decently tight on me, there's enough stretch in the fur that I can fit a cooling vest, which I will probably wear Saturday because I have an event to go to at the zoo. It might just be hot enough to wear one. Okay, so there's that. And I'll do the feet next. I normally put right and left tags in my feet, but for these ones, since they're just personal ones, I just use colors. So the dark lining is left, and the light blue lining is right. So then, to get the digi effect all where you want it. Oh, actually, I put her leg on wrong. Oops. Okay, get my toe through there now. Oopsie. Messed up putting on my own fursuit. I added this really weird little piece of padding that I keep forgetting about. I stepped in it wrong. Let me make sure I didn't do it on the other side. Oh, no. I did it right on the other side, of course. Okay, so then you just pull the little leg sleeve over the feet. And I really have to make sure that I pull the heel part down quite a bit. So that'll make sure the shape looks right. Everything in place. There's that. Ooh, already getting pretty hot. Should have put my cooling vest on. Whoever I was with that event, just have them help me push the legs out a little bit, but here you go. Thanks. Okay. So I wear a balaclava with my suits. Helps keep the inside of the head clean, even though all my heads are lined. Having a balaclava helps keep the sweat out of the lining for the costume. Okay, I guess we'll put her head on next. Her head is a little difficult for me to put on because it's really tight around the neck, so I wanted it to be really tight around the neck. So it'll just take me a second. There you go. Not too bad. Okay, hopefully you can hear me. Oh, one of the last things, she has a reed call now, so she can make funny noises. So I will put that in so you can hear some of the weird noises I can make. But I won't do it until I'm done suiting, or done suiting up for you. So I wear Lycra gloves with my hand paws because they're not lined on the inside. That way all the gross stuff gets caught in these gloves and not my hands. So I can just take the gloves off when I'm at a convention, wash them in the bathroom, and hang them up to dry. And then in a few hours, they're dry and ready to go. Actually, I bring a few pairs in case I suit multiple times in a day. my arm sleeves are super tight. Will not be able to pull the other one down by myself. So we're just gonna do our best here. Yeah, that's probably about as good as that's gonna get. Okay, but here she is, all updated, lots of new parts, little wingies. Yeah, that's how you put on a bamboo. Pretty easy as far as fursuits go. Beans. Okay, let's see if I can make some noises. Maybe. Lots of fun. Hopefully the kids will like it this weekend. Hopefully it won't freak them out too much. Since mascot costumes don't go over too well with kids all the time, but we'll see. Hopefully they like her, and hopefully they like her little sounds. But so thanks for watching. I can move the collar around. I can't get the recording to turn off with my glove. Oops.